Hey everyone, it's Paul Castain from YourSalesPlaybook.com. I wanted to tell you about a sales management course that we have coming up on November 28th. I mean, there's tons of sales training things available to you out there. Not a lot of things out there that are designed for sales leaders. This one's for you. I wanted to take you through it on November 28th. We're going to be launching this. It's going to be right on your computer screen, which the good news, as you know, means no travel, no in and out of airports and expense. And also what's really cool about it is that we're going to be recording each one of the sessions, slides and all. So this way you can kind of watch it like a pay-per-view. So if you can't make the live training aspect of it, you can certainly circle back and do the training then. But I want to take you through what you could expect from the course. It's going to be 6 sessions. And sessions number 1 and 2 are going to be dedicated to hiring sales rock stars. I mean, we've all heard that term. You've got to get the right people on the bus. Probably that term is beaten up quite a bit. But what I wanted to tell you is that it's absolutely critical. But a lot of people don't know how to do it effectively. And I know a lot of people end up by hiring people based on a gut feeling. We've all been burned. I know I have. Maybe you have too. And it's not a good feeling. Costs the organization a lot of money too. I mean, depending on who you want to believe, turnover can cost anywhere from 150 to 300% of that person's salary. Also, when you have high turnover, it could do a lot to ruin the morale of your team. Not a good thing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through a hiring system that you could use in your organization. Everything from identifying good candidates, where to find them, to a phone effective resume review and phone screen, some good questions that you could ask on the phone. We're going to take you through an interview process and some other things that you can do to make sure that this person that you want to bring on board is indeed, or at least has the potential of being a rock star. So I'm going to take you through some questions that you could ask, some styles of questions that just absolutely rock, and let you see these people from different angles. Also going to tell you how you can work with other people in your organization if they're going to be maybe a second or third interview, how to kind of just synchronize those efforts a little bit better. Next, let's assume that this has worked well for you. You have someone there hired, you're hoping for the best. How do we onboard that person? That's going to be session 3. So I'm going to take you through how we're going to ramp this person up, get them up to speed. Now here's the challenge. I know that it's not on your list of things to do to neglect all new hires, but you're busy. You're getting pulled in God knows how many different directions. So I'm going to show you how you can create a system. I'm actually going to give you a template for the first 30 days of training this new hire, where you can utilize other people in your organization, and you can utilize technology. And yes, you're going to have to roll up your sleeves and train this person yourself in there as well if you don't have a training department. Most don't. And I'm going to show you some things that you can do, some important things that they have to learn, and how you can hold them accountable during that time so they don't become a professional training student, right? We don't want that either. From there, we're going to talk about coaching. I think that's such an important piece. And there'll be different coaching scenarios that we're going to talk about. Everything from one-on-one coaching to how about ride-alongs in the field and joint sales calls. Very, very important. I mean, many times, I know I've worked for people like this. I've gone out with my sales manager and he's talked over me, or he's taken over the meeting. I got to tell you, sales reps, they don't appreciate that. And it's not a very good coaching situation for them. And also, they're going to push back on you every time you want to go with them in the future. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you some scenarios. Also, when someone is not up to speed, how can we put them on a performance improvement plan to either get them up to speed or unfortunately transition them out of the organization? Not something we like to do, but we really need to follow a procedure for that. From there, big pet peeve of mine, sales meetings that rock. Why is it a pet peeve of mine? I love sales meetings that rock, but most suck. They're horrible. I mean, most sales managers, they sit there, they beat up their team, or they sit there and they start talking about Frank's numbers and Nancy's numbers. And I have news for you. I mean, I've sat in on those meetings. I really don't care about Nancy's numbers or Frank's numbers, and I don't expect them to care about mine. There's no value in pulling me out of the field away from my money to listen to that. That to me is an email. So we're going to talk about how you can create just incredible dialogues and how you can facilitate discussion and turn over the keys to your meeting to your sales team without you losing control. So there's an art to that. And believe me, you've got somebody teaching you who learned the hard way. I really wish I was brilliant at this stuff because I just naturally out of the gate knew how to do it. No, I really fell on my face big time in that area. So I'm going to show you some things with that. And then from there, we're going to talk about how do we create a high performance team? How do we celebrate wins on the team? How do we kind of throw some incentives in there? How do we create, and this is a great one, by the way, not just because it's in the course, but I just love this. How do we create friendly competition with salespeople? I mean, we've got to know how they're wired, man. They're competitive people. I mean, I'm a salesperson for 30 years. I'm a very competitive person. And when a manager has come over to me and has truly led me and said, you know what, Paul, here are some things, and they spoke to my competitive spirit, man, I wanted to rim bumpers off of cars, get out of my way. I'm conquering the world. I'm on a mission. So those are some of the things that we're going to be doing. Again, we'll have 2 sessions on how to find these rock stars and hire them. We're also going to talk about how to onboard them. That'll be session 3. We're going to talk about some coaching scenarios for you. That'll be session 4. Session 5 is going to be all about sales meetings that rock. Right, I'm going to give you lots of ideas. Last but not least, how can we create a high performance culture? So once again, if you're interested, would you please circle back to yoursalesplaybook.com. I'll have some information up there. I'll have some information put up on the screen, but we hope to see you there. We begin on November 28th. We're going to be stopping all enrollments by November 27th because I have to get materials out to you in the meantime. So folks, hope to see you in class. I look forward to learning with you. Take care.